Hi, my name is Julie Bellairbach and I'm the Vice President of Sales for Scholars Choice. Thank you for joining me today as we talk about construction. Construction is an interesting one because so many of us think about construction that we would be building with Lego, and as you can see, I didn't even put a brick out here. And absolutely, Lego is a huge part of construction. But let's take a look at it from another perspective. I want us to talk today about construction, how it involves language, math, social development, problem solving, reasoning. These are a lot of areas covered in a child's development, all from having an open-ended construction. And when I talk about an open-ended, rich construction area, I talk about product that's not defined. There's nothing in this particular collection of bricks or blocks that you could say, oh, that is a spaceship, this is a car, this is a house. So what I challenge you to do is to think about loose parts, how we might create just by having them. This piece here that I created is actually, let me show you what this actually ends up going back to being, a rainbow. So really challenging children to look at blocks and construction in a way that's unique and special. Being able to add beautiful parts to my construction as I'm building and I'm allowing things to be reflective. I could add glow blocks. Look at this, how they change. So when we're talking about construction and how it might develop language, if you were working with a child, you could talk to them about, tell me what it is you're doing. You could scribe for them. You could have them use descriptive words, use words that are describing what it is that they're building. These are all ways to develop language in our construction areas. When we talk about math, we can say how many blocks there are. We can talk about how tall it is, how small it is, how wide it is. How many blocks does it take to see how tall that is? That's about 4 of these discs high on their side. There's so many ways for us to think about measurement when we're working with our blocks. Also, take a look at this particular set of blocks here. So very unique. And this is an example. So in this particular product, you can actually have ideas for the children just to sort of get them going and prompting them. Also, what a great way to help children learn how to follow directions, how to take a look at something and spatially be able to repeat that. It's not necessary that the children use these cards, but they're a great way for them to develop that skill. Reasoning. Well, how does this stay balanced? If I take one off, does it still stay balanced? If I take 2 off, does it stay balanced? Children are beginning to understand what gravity is, how balancing things creates a different reality than when they are not balanced, and perhaps they fall over. Also, you can see here that we're talking about science because we're talking about light, color. Look, it turns off when we turn it upside down. Just allowing the children to experience and explore with their imagination as they work with yet another product that allows them to expand their thinking. And when we take a look at a clear block and we put it in front, what happens then? Is it reflective? Can you see the color through it? What does that mean? Is this opaque? Is it transparent? Yes, it's both of those things. So as we develop language, again, showing you more ideas. Our block play really needs to be a place that really drives curiosity, imagination, exploration, discovery, because it is the place that where loose parts children can explore. There doesn't have to be a right or a wrong way to play in our construction areas. Some children will build great big blocks and they'll put on their helmets and they'll be traditional workmen or work ladies in an area, and they're going to be fixing a road, or they're going to be building blocks for a house or an apartment building that they're building. But think beyond that. Take the construction out of that realm of thinking and begin to think about how rich construction is for the child in the classroom and how you can scaffold learning, really propel a child whose language is weak and not speaking a lot to really enter into their world with them of construction imagination and pull out for them with words and description what it is, scribe for them, perhaps record for them while they're building so that they can watch themselves. Also, another great way is to have collaboration in your construction. So more than one child working on a project together. How could we help me? Like, let's say here, we wanted to build this really tall. So we might need children that were taller. Someone maybe that might need to be able to help me build this. Maybe it needs two. You can see that when it topples over, we can have that conversation. What made it fall over? What could we do differently that would make it not fall over? And have other children come on into the conversation and maybe even make some drawings. Maybe even draw some ideas beforehand. Because you have children who have so many different strengths, all coming together really helps to develop social emotional skills. So thank you so very much for joining us. As you notice, we had our great tough tray out here, which is one of my most favorite pieces in the world for early years learning. Don't forget, if you don't have a copy of our Magic of Childhood, it is out, available for you. It's a great catalog with new product, but it's also so very, very inspirational. If you enjoyed what you heard here today, please hashtag Scholars Choice, like and share, because we'd like to do more. At the bottom of the email that accompanies this, you're going to see a little survey asking you for what else you'd like to see, what else you would like me to talk about. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.